Right, time for some more UFC predictions. This is the penultimate fight card before the year of 2016 is over. It is the last fight card in terms of my fighters of the card and fighter of the year. So I'm actually going to wait before I give you my fighters of the card for last month for this event to be over, and then I can do November and December together, and then I can produce my fighter of the year accolade as I always do. I will probably do predictions for the next numbered event, which is the last one of this. Do you know, I wonder where my phone was. I thought that was my phone going last time, but anyway. Yeah, I'll probably produce a predictions video for the last card of the year, which is a numbered event. But as usual, that won't have a fighter of the card on it. So let's swiftly move through this. And I think we can really, because although I know quite a few on this card, I'm not thinking it's a brilliant card, to be totally honest. And I'm pretty certain on who I'm going to choose. Well, Jens the Budgie, he disagrees with me. He thinks it's a fantastic card, so there we are. It is headlined by a women's bout. Paige Van Zandt and Michelle Waterson, ranked 8th and 12th respectively. Now, Paige has a record of 7-2, whereas Michelle has 13-4. So, you know, actually, this could be very competitive. I do not pretend to be an expert on women's MMA at all, but I'm going to go with Paige for that one. The next one is... Oops, where are we? Sage Northcutt and Mickey Gall, and this is an interesting one, and the reason it's an interesting one is because, quite honestly, these two are competing with the company's expectations of being the future poster boy. Mickey Gall was the guy who was put up against that professional wrestler who came in and sort of broke the hype, really, surrounding professional wrestling and the ability of these people just to jump straight from... Well, actually, Jens is a fan, but there we are. To jump straight from the sports entertainment into the actual fighting. And he won, and he did very well. He's got a mouth on him, and the institution know that. So they are putting him up against Sage Northcutt, who has been primed already to be a sort of future poster boy, and he has also got, it could be argued, a bit of a mouth on him as well. And so this is sort of a perfect one, really. They're also rather good in terms of records. Sage Northcutt is 8-1, you know, so the hype is all there. And Mickey Gall, of course, is going in with a perfect 3. I think Sage Northcutt will win this. I hope he does, just because he's a little less outlandish than Mickey Gall, and he has already gone through some of the priming, involved for being a poster boy. So I hope he wins that. If Mickey Gall wins it, we will never hear the end of it, and he will suddenly rise, and it will be a case of then mouth over matter, really. So, you know, the next bout on the card, Brad Pickett and Uriah Faber. Brad Pickett hasn't done so well recently, but he is Jens would disagree with me. He is a big player. He has been around quite a long time. He is from Britain, so I am very well aware of him. But he's fighting Uriah Faber, who is number 7, and who, you know, a lot of times it may look like he is on the down and out. He comes very, very close. He's one of these people a little bit like Donald Cerrone, who comes very, very close to getting gold in the UFC, but just cannot quite get there. Really and honestly speaking, Uriah Faber should win this one, but I do feel a little bit sorry for Brad Pickett. So if he does manage to win this one, then I won't be heartbroken. The next one, Alan Jabouin and Mike Perry. Don't really know. One of them seems very qualified, 14-4. The other one had a perfect 9. They are using this because these two people are big in terms of striking. In fact, that Mike Perry is 100% striking, and Alan Jabouin is 71%. So I don't know, but it will end on the feet, statistically speaking. Henrique De Silva and Paul Craig, no idea. 2 perfect records though here. A perfect record of 12 for Henrique and a perfect record of 8 for Paul. And this is going to be groundsman versus striker. Whoops! Now that we've recovered. I don't know why that did that, which is a bit of a worry, isn't it? Anyway, where are we? Yes, groundsman versus striker, and it is Paul Craig on the ground. And I don't know is the answer to who is going to win that one. The next one, Cole Miller and Mizuto Hirota. I would like Cole Miller to win this one, and I'd like him to win it for 2 reasons. Firstly, I think ordinarily speaking, he would win this one. The reason I and about coming out and saying, oh yes, Cole Miller will win this one easily, is because I also have been following him very recently with some of the things he's been saying. He's not happy. He's not a happy chap. He sounds clinically depressed to me. You know, he says that he doesn't want to train. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't know if he's got a future in it. He's very disillusioned with the company as it's changed, and it has changed a lot recently, and he doesn't know. And if he does carry on with that attitude, if nothing changes, and he is to retire after this fight, I would like to see him win, because he was a big staple when it came to The Ultimate Fighter. Many years ago now. It's still going on and on and on and on, but back when it actually mattered, he was somebody to watch. I hope that he wins. I do hope that he wins there. If I was him, I would do the ground game, however, but there we are. Brian Barberena and Colby Covington. I hope Colby Covington can win this one. I wouldn't like to say how. James Muntasiri and Alex Morono. Don't really know that one. Don't really know. The next one, Josh Emmett and Scott Holtzman. Again, don't really know. Josh Emmett has a perfect record though of 10. And Scott Holtzman has also fought 10 times, but he has lost once. So, and they are very, very well matched statistically. We have another women's bout, Leslie Smith and Irene Aldana, who doesn't even have a picture, so I'll go for the former. What the hell is Eddie Wineland doing on the bottom of the card? God only knows, because he doesn't deserve to be there. Neither does Takaya Mizugaki, but there we are. 13th and 14th ranked respectively. I hope that Eddie Wineland can win this one, and I think he can. But both of those have been big players for a very, very long time. Hector Sandoval and Freddie Serrano. I don't know. I don't know that one. I would guess Hector Sandoval from what I've seen here, but could end by decision. And the bottom of the card, Bojan Velikovic and Sultan Alivi or something. No idea. No idea. Actually, well, I have no idea. But I have to guess I would go for Sultan on that. So those are my predictions. Next week, look out for my fighter of the month for November and December, and also look out for my fighter of the year competition. And possibly my predictions for the numbered event at the end of this month. And that's it.